What's up, everybody? I've got a lot of information in this video, so I'm going to try and make it quick, but I can't make it too quick, otherwise I can't get the information to you. We're going to be talking about the Super AVANTE. As you can see, it's all marked up from the underneath. I did bring it to a track, and it's missing a fender. It's missing the nut and screw and bolt that goes in here to hold that rear spoiler. The wing is very bent, severely bent and damaged, but that's it, that's broken. Nothing broke, it was really tough. It survived a lot of flips. The only thing I had issue with was in the beginning, it wasn't exactly the Super AVANTE's fault, it was more my fault. But I'll show you in another video, maybe overlaid, probably not. But the drive shaft going into the outdrive on this side kept on slipping out. So the drive shaft slipped out only because the foam on the inner outdrive was missing. Why it was missing, I have no idea. I put in both foams like they asked me to. They ask you to put in two of these little red circular foams on this side and one on this side to keep the drive shaft centered. Well, this had slipped out. I brought it in and I replaced it with some other foam, but that foam also disappeared. So I started to think maybe it's centrifugally flying out these little slits in the outdrive. I'm thinking there's no way, whatever, let's cut a bigger piece of foam. So I cut a bigger piece of foam, shoved it in there, and the problem was gone. Kind of weird. I don't know where the foam went. Anyway, the problem's gone now. And one other problem, you'll see in the video, the running video, that it started clicking. The first time it was clicking, the second time it was the drive shaft. But the first time it was clicking, I couldn't exactly figure out why. I took apart the front, so I took off the front gear cover here, and checked out all the gears in there, and everything seemed fine. Took out the rear, everything seemed fine. Took out the bottom, and then realized that my motor had slipped on the motor mount. So I hadn't tightened it enough. I did not tighten it enough. So once I tightened that up, everything was good to go. So with those two problems addressed, the car had zero issue. One thing I want to note is how small the chassis is. There's the receiver, there's the speed control, and literally you have like no room for anything else. The wires are supposed to tuck in here somehow, is what to me it shows. If you look on the underside of the cockpit, there's this piece here. That's the back of the driver, covers up the back, oh you can't see it there. Well, it covers up the back of the driver here. Well, that piece, I guess, covers up all the wires as well. But if you look back here, there's next to no room for any wires. So I just forcefully shove this on, and it works. Especially with the side body post, which is really neat. So you kind of put the front on first, is what I do. And up here, you can clip. There's one body post, and there's another body post. And it kind of holds on real nicely. Okay, let's get straight to the running, and I'll put in a text where I have my issues in the video. But most of it is pretty smooth running, and it's pretty long, so enjoy. And I'm sorry about all that noise in the background. There are a lot of nitro vehicles running. There were many 8 scales, so I did have a hard time even getting on the track. But when I did get a chance to get on the track, you can bet I got on the track and I ran it. And in some parts you can actually see that I'm keeping up with some of the 8 scales. Keep in mind, this track is still new to me. It's also incredibly rough, and there are new grooves, dips, crevices, and rocks showing themselves every time people run on it. And this is also a new car for me to try as well. So give me some slack. Or criticize me. Go nuts. Whatever, let's go run. Wait, don't leave the video yet. If you want to find out more, near the end of the video, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I would change and my experience on how the car felt on the track. Whoa, way more steering than the other vehicles I've been bringing here. First run, brand new Super AVANTE. Yeah. Oh, the gearbox is crazy butter smooth. I was impressed. Oh! A little nose heavy. What's going on? Jump's fairly balanced. Not bad. How's it going, man? Ooh. Oh no. was close.
Fucks me up. I don't know how. Have you been talking? It's not water, bro. Like just steep. Holy shit. You're using cement for truck roads? Scott now.
Whatever the specs told me.
Really? How do you think about this technically? Maybe color. What if it works?
This is the first time I've taken this out.
Yeah, well, if you start anything like Zach, you think it's Zach's going to be truck roads?
No. Maybe you want to try it. This is my first time I really feel like what I like, what I don't like. I don't know what.
It's pretty different. Definitely looks like it handles better than the original AVANTE.
The original AVANTE was a tank.
Oh, this one makes a statement like the original AVANTE. Offset steering, weird fucking chassis. I love Tamiya and they're cool. Whoa, I just figured out how to take that corner. You come off the bump and hit the berm immediately. At the back there, hold on. I'm gonna try that again. Let's get over there. Oh, got a big boy here, I gotta go. Hey Marco, I've got one here for you to try in my trunk. I've got a crawler for you to try in the trunk. Oh! Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, that little car road, like, that's just rear. It'll just follow. That's hot bodies, right? A hot body. Danny.
Holy shit! Battery's dead. Who's next? You guys gotta try this thing.
That thing looks wicked. Oh, it's this battery.
Huh? Yeah, I thought so too.
Actually, he might have been dragging that stick. Oh, he's dragging all kinds. Might have been just that stick over there.
I hope so.
Bring it over here, Jack.
Just a cog. Woo! Ouch. Yeah, man. No crunchy noise. Strange. Alright, let's go again then. Oh. Oh, you're going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I'm not used to people going the other way. I'm sorry. I'll switch. Oh, okay. It jumps different that way.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
But you're right, I went right there when it told me to do it. So I definitely want to follow that.
Oh, he's going the other way.
Just started getting used to the
It's okay, man. Get used to both ways.
This is the first
Training.
time that I've seen the other direction run.
Some parts of the track are better this way, some are the other way. Whatever.
Yeah, you don't get the best of everything going one way.
Yeah, I'm going to try and move for you
That's okay.
whenever you come across me.
I find it's a little faster.
I understand. I see the flow better. The jumps just don't work for my baby. I'll bring the 8s next time. That was a Red Bull shot right there, Marco. I gotta get universals for this thing. These drive shafts keep clicking.
Andy, back. Go. Oh.
I saw your wife do a pretty cool little jump.
Yeah. Oh yeah, where's your fiance there? Oh,
Are you already missing a fender?
It's clicking again. Oh fuck, where'd the fender go? Oh, look at that. Okay, we're back, and hopefully you enjoyed some of that running footage. There are a few things I do want to change. I did purchase a slipper clutch and the aluminum T-screws for the diffs. I will be putting the aluminum T-screws for the diffs, just for durability issues. I don't have any issues currently, but I don't want to run into them in the middle of a track day. And the slipper clutch, especially if I'm hitting jumps and running on inconsistent surfaces, the slipper clutch will definitely help to mitigate a lot of the shock to my drivetrain or motor and some of that jolt or sudden stop when I land off a jump. That I think should help save my gears and all kinds of good if I'm running a slipper clutch. So I bought one and I have it, and I will be installing that. I'm currently running a 15-turn Firebolt from HPI. It's a brushed motor, and I ran it on a 3-cell because a 3-cell is kind of what I was able to get to fit. There are specific batteries you can't get to fit, like a lot of the, it's tough to say. There are so many different batteries out there, but yeah, this doesn't take just any battery. Alright, so if you run bullet batteries, if you run the bullets in the front, it's in the way from the suspension. If you run the bullets in the back, you've got the tiny space back there to run your bullets through. And your ESC has to be tiny and in the center. I can run this one, not this way, because again the lead is in the way of the suspension. I can run it through this way, and the lead comes up in the back here, and I can connect it. But I found it easier and more fun with a 3-cell, a tiny little flight 3-cell that I have. And that fits in incredibly perfect, with space to spare and room for me to put foam in. It'll go deeper, hang on. There we go. By the way, I kind of like how the battery goes in and out. Obviously I have to carry a driver with me and it takes an extra 10-15 seconds, but I like this. This feels cool. I found the 3-cell is kind of what I needed to keep up to others on the track here. So I will be switching now to a 12-turn brushed motor I've got laying around and running a 3-cell on that as well. I know I have the option of gearing up a little higher. I am running only one tooth up from the lowest that Tamiya says you can go. I know there's an infinite amount of gearing options though with the motor slots, so you can move the motor back and forth. They're not fixed holes. So, but I found my electronics were heating up enough that I could tell they were heating up. They weren't, the ESC was not too hot to touch, but the motor and motor plate were definitely too hot to hold your finger on. So I don't think I would like to gear up any higher. I'm going to keep it with a small pinion and just increase the RPM of my motor. Also, I will be looking for a 40mm fan to put into the slot that Tamiya has for you to put it into. Really nice, built right into the chassis. This was a new format of video for me. Hopefully it was okay, and these formats will get better. I'm still trying to find sort of my style or what I'm happy doing so that it doesn't feel like work. This format isn't too bad because you get some raw footage and you got me talking to a camera. But I'm not super comfortable talking to a camera. I prefer voiceover, it's a little bit easier. But I'm sure I'll get more comfortable. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed already and you like this content, I don't see why you're not subscribing. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, because that's the only way really people know if you like the video. And leave a comment if you had anything that crossed your mind while watching this video. I'd love to chat with you. Peace out and see you in the next video.